What's going on YouTube? Kronos here and welcome back to the PSO2 video. So today's video, we're actually just be going over some of the new stuff that's coming up for this week over on JP as well as on Global. Very little news for JP unfortunately, but figured we'd talk about it regardless of what we're looking at here. So start things out, Global. So we've got right now just a fun scratch that's popping up. Nothing too crazy because we did just have maintenance last week. Unfortunately, that maintenance didn't have very much in it. There is a list of things that popped up for that maintenance, but like we mentioned beforehand, there wasn't much in it. I mean, there's like some there's some bug fixes, a couple other things, and like just some other stuff that popped up. Nothing crazy. I'm not even gonna talk about it honestly because they didn't even say anything just now. It said literally some stuff and some things. Beautiful, right? Anyway, it'd be great if these articles would just load much faster. But basically, we just have an AC scratch. The AC scratch is actually pretty cool. If you're a fan of like gothic outfits, things of that sort, I'm gonna leave the link in the video description to this. If you don't like gothic outfits, things like that, you can see some pretty cool outfits have popped up here. Oh, great. This outfit's now in Global. If you guys watch the highlights video, you'll know exactly why I'm dreading seeing this. Either way, some pretty cool outfits in here. The fur line coat's pretty dope. The mesh shirt base where that goes with it is actually pretty awesome as well. The gentle vamp outfits are pretty dope as well. Some pretty good outfits, some pretty house parts. I would go ahead and make a quick little note. Those of you guys who aren't aware, for the graphics update, they also update the character models and the customization, and you can use basically anything. You can either have a male cast body, you can have a female cast body, you can have a male character, you can have a female character, you can mix and match heads. So it is finally going to be more advantageous to pick up more things if you want to use that stuff in the future. For example, I know one of my mods is going to be going with like a female character for their main character, but like with maybe like a male cast body every once in a while, just be like kind of give the idea of like a cast I'm sorry, like basically like a mech with like a female pilot inside, that sort of thing. Or they might go female on both, who knows. Either way, you have that ability available to you. So accessories, everything is gonna be more useful for everyone moving forward. Just want to make that quick little note. Some pretty cool stuff in here. Those of you guys who are waiting for the wand and partisan pose, here they are. And of course there's the twin daggers and knuckle combination pose. I'm gonna go into too much there. I just want to double check this here really quick. Nothing too crazy here. There's okay, so that's whatever, not really that big of a deal. It's a 6-slot augment insurance, excuse me. Nothing too crazy there. Some pretty cool stuff. There's an emote in here as well for Magic Pose 2. Pretty dope. But let's get into the more important news here. We're gonna pop over here really quick. I'm not saying more important news as in this is what we're talking about, but just wanted to make a quick little note. JP does have a maintenance that's gonna be going on. I think it's actually going on right now, Eastern 9 to 3. Yeah, it's going on right now. So they've got a small patch coming up, probably some maintenance to fix up with some of the bugs that people have been finding over with the salon, some of the crashes, some of the glitches, the hitches, that sort of thing. They've been working on that. So JP, you got a maintenance coming up. Hopefully that'll fix those issues. We'll have to see how that goes. But now on to the really big news, and what the video is mostly going to be about is last night, well, yesterday morning, I guess technically, around 4 o'clock in the morning, this popped up into my feed. Now, it's kind of annoying to get this because I don't see this on their main page. Actually, if you go over here, this might just be a YouTube thing, I don't know, but like if you go to their main page, you don't see this. You go to their videos, you also don't see this. I had to see this like on my recommendations. So I'm gonna leave a link in the video description to this. This is going to be the Prologue 2 for PSO2 New Genesis. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, there was a Prologue 1 that happened shortly before we got the first beta. It showed off a ton of stuff. We saw, of course, the classes we saw beforehand, which were what was it? We saw the Hunter, Ranger, and Force. Previously, they showed off the mechanics for those classes. In the Prologue 1, we actually saw the next 3 classes. We got to see Fighter, we saw all the other ones, Techer, and Gunner. And those were all the classes that were in the first beta. So hopefully with the next Prologue, in a sense, we'll get to see the next set of classes. Now, it could be that we just get a next set of weapons. That is always a possibility, right? We could be seeing things like Partisan show up. We could be seeing things like, what else am I thinking of? Double Saber for Fighter, right? Maybe we're seeing something like Launcher for Ranger, or possibly Talus for Force, if that becomes part of their kit itself a little bit more. Of course, because Talus came from Force. For those of you guys who don't remember, yes, Talus was not a hero weapon. It is actually a Force weapon. That was also used nowadays also on Techer, but that's besides the point. Either way, we may see those weapons pop up, so it's a possibility we could see more weapons. We're hoping now, fingers crossed, that we see more or not characters, but we see more classes, right? Maybe another weapon for all the 3 classes remaining. things like Braver, which, you know, data mines believe are already, you know, some information is already in the game about them. Again, it could be just like UI assets for the game itself. We could just be seeing like, you know, if you check your friends list, you can see what your friends are playing, like what classes they're playing, right? And if they might be on, you know, old PSO2, not in New Genesis at the moment, they could be playing those classes over there. So it could be assets for those sorts of things. That's why I always say, you know, with data locks or data leaks and, you know, and data mines, you know, keep a level head about that sort of stuff. You never know what could possibly be there. But if that's to be believed, we have, you know, data for Braver that was actually data mined before we saw some of the other data leak stuff. We also still haven't seen Bouncer, and we still have not seen anything about Summoner. So we still have 3 more classes that were part of the base kit of classes that we haven't seen anything for. So it'd be really, really cool. At least, of course, I mean, this is obvious, right? We're hoping, at least I'm hoping, to see some information about dual blades and about double saber. Those are my 2 favorite weapons, top 2 weapons in the entire game itself. Twin daggers would be awesome to see as well. Those are 2 fighter weapons. So, you know, if I don't get my Bouncer, I'm probably going to play fighter, to be perfectly honest. And I'm hoping I get my weapons on fighter at least. So we'll have to see how that works out. God, let's not talk about what my fighter used to be like. Oh no. Anyway, either way, let me know what you guys think. What are your predictions? What do you guys see being the next set of information that'll be announced? Maybe we'll see some stuff more about the story. Maybe we'll see a little bit more information about, like, you know, maybe some glow ups from the cocoon system. There's a lot of things we haven't seen just yet that a lot of us really like to know. Maybe some changes that have happened over from the beta. That'd be super, super awesome to see. Go ahead and toss that information, or toss those comments. I was gonna say in the video description, but in the comments below, toss those comments in the comments. That's where comments go, right? You could do. Words are hard. Anyway, guys, a like on the video is much appreciated and absolves you half your ad block guilt. The other half is absolved by subscribing. Both are completely free and they do help me out a ton. Make sure to click on that bell icon if you want to be notified of videos as they go live, as well as community posts, or join us over on Discord, or follow me over on Twitter for notifications via those 2 avenues, or just ways of interacting with me. I was gonna say something, but I kind of lost my train of thought. Either way, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace out.